So you're thinking about selling your home and you're probably wondering, how much is this actually going to cost me? Is it just commission? What about closing costs? Are there taxes involved? Because the truth is, there are several costs when selling a home, and if you don't plan for them, it can be a surprise at closing. Today I'm breaking down the real cost of selling your home so you know exactly what to expect. So let's jump into it right now. Hey everyone, I'm Ray Goidi-Golsarri, a real estate professional here in South Florida, and on this channel, I help buyers and sellers understand the real estate process so you can make smarter decisions when buying or selling a home. Real estate commission. Let's start with the biggest cost most people think about. Real estate commission. This is typically a percentage of the sale price and is paid at closing. And it usually covers the listing agent and the buyer's agent. Now, commission can vary depending on agreements and the property, but this is usually the largest expense when selling a home. Seller closing costs. Next, you have seller closing costs. In Florida, sellers typically pay for things like title insurance for the buyer, documentary stamp taxes on the deed, settlement and closing fees, and these are costs that can vary, but generally sellers might pay around 1% to 3% of the sale price in closing costs. Mortgage payoff. If you currently have a mortgage on the property, that loan will be paid off at closing. So part of the proceeds will go toward paying off your remaining loan balance and any accrued interest. This is not an extra cost, but it does impact how much money you walk away with. Repairs and negotiations. During the transaction, buyers will typically do an inspection, and in many cases, they'll request repairs or credits. So you may end up spending money on fixing issues, offering credits, and adjusting the price. And this varies depending on the condition of the home and negotiations. Moving costs. Another cost people sometimes overlook is moving. Depending on your situation, this could include hiring movers, packing, storage, temporary housing, so it is important to factor this into your overall plan. Taxes. Now, let's talk about taxes, because this is where many sellers have questions. If this is your primary residence, you may qualify for a capital gains exclusion, up to $250,000 for a single person and up to $500,000 for married couples. But this depends on your situation, how long you've owned the home, and other factors. So I always recommend speaking with a tax professional to understand your specific case. What you actually net. At the end of the day, what matters most is what you walk away with. So your net proceeds are sale price minus commission, closing costs, mortgage payoff, repairs, and other expenses. And that is why it's important to look at the full picture and not just the sale price. So, just to recap, the main costs when selling a home are real estate commission, closing costs, mortgage payoff, repairs and negotiations, moving expenses, and potential taxes. If you're thinking about selling your home here in Miami and you want to know exactly what your net proceeds could look like, feel free to reach out. I can put together a customized net sheet for you so you can see exactly what you would walk away with based on today's market. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because on this channel, I break down the real estate process step by step so you can feel confident when buying or selling a home. And I'll see you in the next video.